Hi, my name is James, and today I'm going to be talking to you about our friend Compost Malone, our giant African millipede. Giant African millipedes are native to the subtropical rainforests of Western Africa. Now, millipede in Latin means 1,000 feet, but no millipede has 1,000 feet or even 1,000 legs. On average, fully grown millipedes have about 300 to 400 legs, and each one of these segments on their body contains 4 pairs of legs and 2 internal organs. Arthropods mean that they have an exoskeleton, segmented bodies, and jointed limbs. So arthropods are a special kind of insect. And now these giant African millipedes may look small, a little bit creepy, but they do play such an important role in our ecosystem. So millipedes are what are called detritivores. Now, detritivore means that they eat decaying plant material. So living along the rainforest floor, the giant African millipedes will eat maybe leaf litter, decaying fruit, any decaying plant material. And then when they excrete their waste that is full of tons of nutrients, that helps with the soil. So these guys are wonderful gardeners and help all of the plant species in the rainforest survive. As well as being helpful, they do pack a punch in their defense mechanisms. So what they first will do is curl up into a ball to protect themselves with their exoskeleton. Now, if that doesn't work and they may get frightened, they release a very stinky, foul-tasting fluid called repugnatorial fluid. Now, if a predator were to ingest that, it would taste terrible, and the predator would just let the millipede go, and the millipede could survive another day and help the rainforest survive. Another interesting fact about millipedes is that they can taste and smell with every part of their body. That would be pretty gross if we could do that as humans. Wouldn't want to walk around city streets that way. Another amazing thing about these species is that they share a symbiotic relationship with mites. So along their body, you may notice these small white mites crawling around, and those mites help clean the exoskeleton of the giant African millipede, and the giant African millipede gives them support by providing them defense and protecting them. So a symbiotic relationship is one in which both animals get a benefit from each other. Giant African millipedes typically can be between 4 to 12 inches long. And as I said, they have 300 to 400 legs. So Compost Malone here probably has around 150 to 200 legs. So pretty big, but still not completely fully grown. So unlike most mammals, giant African millipedes do not have lungs. So all along their body, they have these tiny holes called spiracles that are tubes that lead into their body, which they breathe from. So the unfortunate thing with these millipedes with having those spiracles is if they get too wet from rainfall, they can actually drown. So as much as they need the humidity, it is good for them to stay away from heavy rainfall in the event that they may get too much on their body, and then they could unfortunately drown. Thank you all so much for joining us today, and thank you, Compost Malone, for being such an important part of our ecosystem.